winded. I was asking about a film Michael was in called My Name is Lenny. But I just want to try again with a quicker question, just about something that's happened recently.
Already been 30 seconds.
Paddy the Baddy. Obviously got in that shit with Ariel, the shit talking about Ariel with Dana. And then he goes and gives us a terrible fight with Jared Gordon and then tells us all that it wasn't even close. Personally, like, stock's dropped for me and I'm not as big a fan anymore. And I'm sure that's the same for a lot of people. What do you guys think? And what can he do to win the fans back, basically? Love the podcast. Cheers, guys. Have a good one.
Well, thank you very much. It's nice to see the people of New Zealand enjoying the podcast as well. So thank you very much. And big up yourselves wherever you are in the world. Anthony, I'll let you go first.
Yeah, it like what Chael did was different than what happened to Paddy. Like, Chael did that on purpose. He accepted the heat. A little bit tongue in cheek, kind of like, ha ha ha, like I'm kind of a dick, but it's funny. Like, I think Paddy's was very accidental. I think he went too far. I think he thought everyone was going to stick with him, whether he won or lost. And listen, this game is full of intelligent and like educated fans that understand what they're looking at. And you can't, once you start treating them and talking to them like they're stupid, is when they're going to turn on you. The Ariel thing was a lot of people that don't like Ariel. He's always been good to me. He's never lied to me. He's never, he's never backstabbed me or anything like that. He's never attacked me. So I know that there's a lot of people that have reasons to hate Ariel or have whatever they have with him, but the Paddy thing seemed very weird because, whether you like Ariel or you don't like Ariel, you like Paddy, you don't like Paddy, it seemed very stray bullet of Paddy to just kind of wax all over Ariel. And then Ariel puts out the text messages and I don't know, just the weird shit. So it seems like Paddy lost that argument. And Ariel's just a hard guy to argue with, to be honest with you. He seems like he's smart and intelligent and better with words. So I don't know, man. I think he just needs to be Connor. He needs to look at what Connor's done, because there was times where Connor went super nice guy and got a lot of fans and then turned kind of to the bad guy and then lost fans. And then he was able to turn back again. So I think Paddy needs to be a little more genuine, remember that ring video you've seen of him with the dog shit in the grass? Like, maybe show that a little bit more and maybe you'll get people kind of, I think maybe it's just I guess I'm rambling here, but I think it was just a moment that he had maybe that week. And I think maybe he's a little bit uncomfortable and insecure about maybe how the fight went. And so he just kind of went real hard in the paint. I think if he just got a little more genuine, turned off the character a little bit, I think you get it back.
Yeah. So obviously I didn't even know that question was coming up, but I will answer it to the best of my ability, and I'll be honest in doing so, because I've seen a lot of people come out and say, "Oh, look at that Bisping," and jump straight on the hate bandwagon of Paddy. I was like, no, I haven't, not in any way, shape, or form. My job and your job, we are analysts, commentators. We do a show in mixed martial arts, the #1 comedy MMA podcast on the goddamn planet.
100%,
and we're growing like crazy. Thank you all. We got to be honest about what we see. Listen, I support all the UK fighters. In fact, I support everyone. Always may the best man win, to be honest. But the people of the UK, obviously, I'm British and we have a small footprint in the UFC, so they have a special place in my heart. So I support them all. But then when I watch a fight, I can't lie. Right. What would you prefer I did? Would you prefer I lied about what I saw just because I want to support Paddy or support someone from the UK? You know what I mean? Nobody's going to respect that. I can't do that. I cannot physically lie just because I want to make Paddy seem better. That is not because I'm hating. You know what I mean? It's because when I thought Jared won the fight. And so did 99% of the goddamn world. Okay? But so what? Life goes on. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. Some of the way he handled it afterwards wasn't the best. I can't talk shit because I did a similar thing myself back in the day. So I've literally been in that position 15 years ago. You're young, you get a lot of attention, maybe a bit of it goes to your head a little bit, and you start to think to a certain degree that sometimes your shit doesn't stink. Your shit still stinks. Everyone's does. It doesn't matter how big you get. You know what I mean? Because the court of public opinion will bring you back down to earth pretty fucking quickly. You know what I mean? And that's what he experienced there. I think what Paddy needs to do is just humble himself a little bit. Stop with this I'm the new cash cow shit. When I asked him to call out, not call out, who would he want to fight next, saying, I don't need to say anyone's name because I am the man, I'm the boy, I'm the cash cow. And then you're yet to fight someone ranked. I feel that when you're dominating people is all well and good. When you're scraping by a victory, it doesn't have the same effect. And it starts to rub people up the wrong way. Nobody in the top 10, certainly not the top 5, needs Paddy to give them a rub. Dustin Poirier, Islam Makhachev, Charles Oliveira. These are household names in mixed martial arts. They don't need Paddy to say the name to get a few Instagram followers. The whole pay me for interview things, I think that left a bad taste in people's mouths. And again, I'm not hating. I'm just being honest in what I saw. Mm-hmm. That is how we gain a fan base. That is how we let people know what we do. That is how we expose our personalities, our history, our backgrounds, what makes us interesting, what makes you feel like you should invest in us or Anthony Smith or Yuri Prohaska or Paddy Pimblett's journey, because that's how they do it. That's how they put their brand out there, and that's how they get bigger. As Ariel said, and I hate to quote it, but George St. Pierre, John Jones, Conor McGregor, by far the biggest names in the sport, Ronda Rousey, they don't ask to get paid because that's not how the game goddamn works.
That's not how it works.
Not how it works. So I think
we ain't paying nobody around here.
And I guarantee you don't pay his guests on Chatting Pony, his show that he does.
Right.
Because that's how it goes.
That's how it works.
Unless I'm wrong. You know what I mean?
Right.
And there's not a hatred thing. It's like,
no, we just got to be honest, Mike. You have to be honest, or no one's going to respect our opinion anymore. If they know we're bullshitting. They're going to say, oh, Mike and Anthony are just going to say what they think people want to hear. They're just like, no, whether you like it or not, whoever's on the other side of this screen right now, whether you like to hear it or you don't like to hear it, it's our truth. It's what we truly believe. And it's really how it happened. You're not always going to like it, but it's always going to be our honest to God truth.
And thank you for saying that, because you said it with conviction as well. And like Luke Thomas said, you mentioned McGregor before. Luke Thomas was saying recently, you can't really compare the rise of McGregor to the rise of Paddy. You can't. In Conor's fourth fight, he was knocking out Dustin Poirier. Now Paddy still has the ability to do that. Of course he does. You know what I mean? And he made a couple of little PR mistakes. You know what I mean? Hey, the sport forgives fast and quickly. All he's got to do is go out there, beat someone, and that's
and
it.
We won't talk about it again.
And it's all forgotten about. Go out there, smoke someone, and be cool and be funny and all the rest of it. Everyone forgets. You know what I mean? As I always say, this sport is about what have you done for me lately. You're only.
And sometimes that's a good thing.
Fucking right it is. Fucking right it is. Because the shit that you did, like, look at me. I made so many mistakes. I was hated. We wouldn't have a podcast now if I was still hated. I'm sure some people still do in the comments. You'll let me know, because you always do. But I've been able to navigate past that. And I'm sure you've made mistakes throughout your career.
For sure. And thank God we bitch about it when it's, what have you done for me lately? When it's not in your favor. But sometimes it works out.
And sometimes it teaches you a valuable lesson as well. Mm-hmm. Like you said recently, it was really good. We were talking about reading comments on social media. And you said it's the ones that when they're talking shit, but they kind of got a point. They're the ones that really hurt.
Yeah. The ones that are true. The ones that are
true.
That motherfucker's right too.
Yeah. All right, that's the show, guys. Thank you very much. We are going to be back on Thursday.